it's Mickey and Goofy. Get ready, because we're going on an extraordinarily, arguably awesome podcast with your hosts, A.CARD TV and Ayrflo Gaming. So get ready. Yep. Pluto, Donald, let's go.
All right. Thanks again for joining us on Arguably Awesome Podcast. With me today is the host, who's a literal shitpost if a shitpost was a human. A.CARD.
What the heck? And then we have the... I don't know how I was supposed to follow up with that. I wasn't expecting that.
You're like, did this one just call me a shitpost?
I was trying to think of something, but then you threw me off. And then we have... Oh my god, I can't. We got Ayrflo Gaming. The guy who likes... Dude, oh, never mind.
Hit me. Oh, no.
No, I can't. I don't think I can say that on here. I was going to make a rhyme, but it was just going to sound stupid.
The guy who likes booty time. I don't know. It's probably
I was
going
to say chicks with dicks.
Oh, there you go. Thai boys. Thai boy.
I need to send you that video. So I'm Lady Boy. And
you already sent me that.
Oh, did I? Did you? Hey, you got to admit, that boy looked pretty gorgeous for a lady boy.
That's the point. That's the point.
Man, at first I was like, wait, I got to stop watching this.
Annoying.
If you guys haven't noticed the concept in the background, we got Universal Studios and this way.
Oh,
Disney.
I guess I'm supposed to be. Well, I mean, I was just taking a quick moment to chill out with A.CARD now that not Anthony, but now that Andy's gone. You know.
You told him my name.
Oh, we've already told him your name in the very first episode, and the channel trailer, amongst other things.
Dude, and he is the kingdom.
Yeah, check it out. There's I want to say that Cinderella Castle behind me there.
That is pretty nice. I like the contrast in that video. Or that photo.
No, they did a really great job with the saturation and everything. It's right there.
You can actually win a stay in that castle. Like there's there's like a room somewhere in the center.
Oh, really? That's actually pretty dope.
Yeah, it's expensive though. Like I think it's expensive. I don't know. I don't know if they still do that or is that like a rumor? I don't know. It's like that secret Mickey club that you can get into if you worship the devil. Satan!
Well, all hail the, Lord and Savior, Mickey Mouse.
Hail Mickey, the two-eared freak. I shouldn't say that. I love Disneyland.
Hail Mickey.
Yes, so we're going to be talking about my experiences at Disney and Universal from 97 to 2018? Yeah, 2018. Wow, it's been almost 5 years. Whoa. But yeah, wow. And Ayrflo, have you been to any of these places?
Never been to Universal Studios, but I've been to Downtown Disney, so, Disney adjacent.
Downtown Disney? That's random. Downtown Disney. That's no place for a kid. You'd be bored unless they have an arcade.
I mean, I don't know. They had little stuff like a Lego store. I ended up seeing there was these contestants, I want to say, from like I want to say it was not American Idol, one of those talent shows from back in the day, not like So You Think You Can Dance or something, but it was like America's Got Talent's been on for what's that?
Ed McMahon Star Search?
Oh, maybe. Do you remember an act of like I want to say they were like Jamaican gymnasts who like one guy would like wear another guy like bent backwards as a belt, and then he would stack an upside down pyramid on his shoulders, or they would like do all sorts of like crazy accurate. It was like long ago, man. It would have been like 2000, like I don't know, 10 or.
It kind of sounds familiar, but then again, I could be wrong.
It was like an old act. I cannot remember their names for the life of me, but I just remember seeing these guys. They just randomly happened to be at downtown Disney, and they're just doing all these freaking acrobatics.
Did you get a photo?
That's actually a good question. I wonder if mom's got a photo somewhere. Mom, if you're listening, text me, hit me up, and let me know what's going on with the photos for downtown Disney. I mean, I saw like a gigantic like R2-D2 built out of Legos. They had like a little homage to Harry Potter. I think Harry Potter's Universal, so that would have been. Let's see, they had Star Wars, and I thought there was something magical. But anyways, lots of Lego stuff.
It is a magical place.
Right.
I bet you were so mad that you couldn't see the actual other part of the parks.
It was a little frustrating just because, you're a kid. You're like, I can almost see it. You're like, it's like, oh. But Disney is freaking expensive. Was then, is now, always will be.
Yep. Money grubbing son of a bitch. No, I remember I was on Space Mountain in 97. That was the first year I was in first grade. I saw Lori Beth Denver in the line right next to me to get onto Space Mountain. You remember Lori Beth Denver?
Yeah, from all that, and she was also like a quick bit in Dodgeball, and I just recently saw her on Worst Cooks in America, like 90s edition on Discovery Plus. That was actually pretty good. Yeah, dude, she's a horrible chef, but funny.
I like
great
how
actress.
your emote just popped up because you're going like,
oh yeah, because I'm like, oh yeah, so.
I can't do that on my because I don't have a updated thing. 11-year-old computer. No, I was so mad because my mom's like, hey, can we get a picture with you? She took a picture. We get back to the hotel. There's no film in the camera.
No way. Your mom forgot to make sure there was film in the camera before she took the picture.
Nickelodeon star at Disney, and I didn't even get, you know what? I was like, I'm done with this trip. But I remember in 90s, I've been wanting to go to Disney. First, I really wanted a dog. Every boy wants a dog when they're a kid. But I really wanted to go to Disney because I see the commercials. If you remember in the 90s, the commercials for Disney, come to Disneyland every summer. You'd be like, oh, that looks so awesome. It's like you're there.
It was one of the first things that people would say. They're like, what are you going to do after you win the Super Bowl? I'm going to Disneyland. It's like...
No, my mom ordered the, I know that is true. That is true. She ordered this vacation back because my dad doesn't fly in a plane. He won't go on a boat. He won't go on a plane. Oh, he did go on a cruise. Never mind. A plane. So we had a road trip from Portland to, where is it? San Diego? Not San Diego. Sacramento?
Yeah, that's so funny. My family did a road trip from Portland to Sacramento.
It was, I don't remember how long it was, but thank God my mother's old coworker's son let me borrow their old Game Boy, and I played some Ninja Turtles the whole way there. And we had these little Disney fun road trip fun pack like bingo, all this stuff. We didn't play any of it. I mean, we tried, but I was like, I want to play the Game Boy.
Well, I mean, come on. How are you going to compete with, like, sitting there bored, doing nothing, or having a Game Boy? I mean, you said that Ninja Turtles game, and I got a little nostalgia rush there for a minute.
Some of it was kind of hard because you got to. I mean, the Nintendo, the old Nintendo was hard in some parts, but then this Game Boy, it was doable but hard. A lot of Game Boy games were kind of hard, like Spider-Man, Mysterio's Revenge. That was hard for me to beat.
Oh, no kidding, dude.
So wait, when did you go to this downtown Disney? I thought downtown Disney was in Florida.
Well, I definitely have never been to Florida, for sure.
Downtown Disney, let me check. Is that in Epcot?
So downtown Disney, my friend, is in, and you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and screen share this. Says that it is a shopping center in Anaheim, California. Here is that Lego store that I was telling you about that I was outside of watching that performance of those guys. Whoa, okay.
Whoa, we really want to get a zoom in on that statue.
Real intense zoom in. The R2-D2 statue was like right over here.
Okay.
I love the dragon breathing fire on Prince Charming. That's so sick, man.
That's funny though, because I do remember a Downtown Disney in Florida, because they had the Planet Hollywood Cafe,
Oh wow, I remember the workshop over there. The little
and they had the King Kong hanging off one of the signs of the downtown part, like a King Kong neon sign.
I
Oh,
want to
that's
say
crazy.
yeah, the Beauty and the Beast, dude. Oh man.
I couldn't imagine how many hours this took.
Oh man. Oh man, that's so cool. That's some
They
cool
have to
stuff,
have a rod in there holding that up. There's no way it's all Lego holding that up.
right? Because
I
come on,
don't
look at all
trust
that.
it.
Oh, but yep, there it is, Downtown Disney, right there.
You remember the year?
Oh gosh, it was like forever ago. I was trying to say earlier. I think it was sometime, before, sometime around 2000. No, it would have been before 2010 and stuff. I was way younger. It would have been sometime in like the mid 2000s, like 2005
Before we met.
or six. Oh yeah, like way before we met,
Okay.
before high school.
Interesting.
Wow.
Hmm.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah. That's so crazy. That's so
Okay.
crazy.
So in 2000, so I went there in 97. 90s were great. I loved summer in the 90s. Speaking of Disney, I'm just going to throw it out there because we have it for another podcast later on. But man, summer times you would be watching Heavyweights, Rocket Man. What was the other ones? Shazam. That wasn't Disney, but it would be on. I think they'd show it on Disney though. I strongly remember them showing on the Disney Channel.
Now
You
you
got the
said
junk
Shazam. You
food.
talking about
Oh,
the
Kazam,
comic book?
Kazam. Sorry, Kazam. See, I
Oh,
never
okay.
have said that before, and I don't know how I screwed it up now. Kazam was Shaquille O'Neal, or Shaq, as I like to call him. Junk food raining from the sky,
You're so
'cause
funny.
I am Kazam.
Shaq, as I like to call him, like because
Yeah,
nobody
Shaq.
else,
His name is Shaq.
nobody else calls him Shaq.
Whoever calls him Shaquille O'Neal? I mean, come on, that's not his name. It's Shaq. It was movies like that. A Blank Check. Uh, we have to have a podcast dedicated to the TV Disney movies. House Mom or Smart House or whatever. Don't
Dude,
look under
Smart
the
House?
bed.
Well, it's wild. That's Katie Seagal as the housemaid, right?
Yes, the babe from Married with Children.
Yeah, the babe. I mean, hey, you're not wrong, dude. I still thought she looked good on Sons of Anarchy, man. I was like,
I knew you were
she
gonna
was
say
an
that.
old biker chick. I was like, dang. I was like, all right. Well, and then she puts the freaking needle full of heroin in the girl's Bible in a first episode, and I was like, damn, that's kind of cold blooded.
Damn.
Oh yeah, she was like, kill yourself.
Check this out. Check this out. Check this out.
Damn.
Right.
Oh, what is that a pass?
Roll the Fed pamphlet. I'm not gonna do that voice. It's kind of annoying.
You and the freaking outrageous audio voice, man.
This is actually we arrived in 2007, so I was 97, 2002. No, whoops. So I went to Disneyland only twice, and the second time I went, they were in the middle of building California Adventure. So we had the hotel room at could see right across the street from it, and I was like, oh, there's a bear looking mountain. I'm like, that place looks boring. It's just like California based attraction kind of thing. But 97, 2000, because Slim Shady just came out. 2002,
Oh wow.
went to
Where
Disney
you based
World.
that?
2004, 2007, and then 2018, almost like 11 years later till I hit a Disney park. But this one was overseas in Japan. So we went to
Ooh.
Disney Sea, because I didn't want to go to the Disney Kingdom in Japan. I was like, who's been to the kingdom? I wanted to see Disney Sea. So it's like themed, looks like you're in Ariel's thing. I'll have to share those pictures. Forgot to get them.
But you do have some pictures to share of your own.
Oh, I do. I do have
Perfect.
from the overseas. But yeah, and then we have Universal. So that was Disney Sea, DisneyTokyo, and then we have Universal Osaka, which was across from the way. So yeah, I had to go overseas to see this other theme park.
Dude, that's actually super exciting because one, you already know how much I've always wanted to go to Japan, but like a Japanese theme park, especially centered around famous and classic Disney stories that we kind of know and love. Like, I think that's pretty freaking sick.
They go all out, especially for holidays like Halloween, Christmas, Easter. We
Ooh,
were
yeah,
there
of
when it
course.
was Easter. So I do have a pendant pin from there. But this bad boy, Boba Fett right here, they used to have a thing called, you can kind of read it. It says Star Wars Weekends. They started doing it like a year or two before I arrived there. I think they stopped doing it in the early 2000s when Disney sold, or when Star Wars sold to Disney. They kind of changed it up in 2012. But this was in 2007. We got there the last day. We didn't get to see any of the special guests, but it's where people dress up that are hired by the Disney company to dress up as these characters. It's a little blurry. I'm sorry for that. Okay, there we go.
Well, any Star Wars
Just,
fan would be able to make it out from there, dude. That looks so
yeah,
awesome.
I know. So that, and then on certain days, what was it? It's if you're really good, you'll also find some of the stars from the entire Star Wars saga. Choose your weekends, find your subjects. So it would be from June 1st to June 24th. You'd have like Warwick Davis, who played the Ewok, Kenny Baker, R2D2, Ray Park, Darth Maul, Daniel Logan, who played Boba Fett, the son in episode 2, Jeremy Bulloch, the original OG Boba Fett, Peter Mayhew, Chewbacca, Daniels, who was C-3PO, and Bonnie Peace, who was Beru Lars in Revenge of the Sith. Not A New Hope. That woman already passed. So like that, you could see their pictures and stuff. So I kept this because, first I had Boba Fett on there. But I was like, Star Wars Weekends, they don't have this anymore. And now I have this. This might be a little bit of memorabilia.
No, I think that's actually something pretty sweet to be able to hold on to from the past, man. Especially since, like, Star Wars is starting to become hot again, so maybe there'll be some new merch that you'll be able to hold on to for your kids or your kids' kids or something like that. But I mean, to have like that timeless bit of especially Star Wars like related Disney history is pretty sick, man. Honestly,
Yeah. Would you want to see an old commercial for Disney in the 1980s?
yeah, actually, because that would have been a little bit before me, so that might be something that kind of funny to kind of check out.
Well, yeah, we have them from the 80s, the 90s, but if you remember back in the day when Disney, if you couldn't afford Disney Channel, which I think there one time we couldn't or we could, I think we did have it, but they unlock the channels on pay-per-view, when the screen's all blue. Sometimes channels would be available for a few days and you could watch them for free because they're trying to like promote it. But they'd always do these, it'd have that little square Mickey that was kind of like transparent, and then in the middle was the logo of the square. I'm really trying to describe this, but it'd be on the bottom right of bottom right of the TV screen, and be like, Disney, call now 1-800 and get a subscription to the Disney Channel, or something like that.
Oh wow!
So
I remember seeing some of the older, I mean not older, but some of the I guess newer compared to what you're showing. Ones where it was like the dad like racing down the stairs and he's like wearing like a goofy hat and he's like more excited than the kids. Yeah, I remember those ones.
I remember though. I think I had those on some VHS. I remember those are what really, they look a lot better than the Disney. I mean, they're modern now. They're showing the rides and all this stuff. But come on, those were so heartfelt. The 90s was all about family, heartfelt sitcoms and commercials.
Gosh, you should look at like one of the newest Disney commercials that just dropped. It's like, I don't know.
For the
I don't know how to
50th anniversary of Disney World?
Yeah.
Probably. Who's going to advertise Disneyland anymore? I got it. I actually have it. We're going to watch from old to modern. So let me see. Let me share my screen. Let me make sure I have my window ready and open. So here's the commercial from 1986.
No time to say hello. Bye. Everyone's on the go.
I'm late.
I'm just about me.
I thought you were taking Mikey. Boy, do we need a vacation.
Take time to be together. Share a smile. Play a while. Feel the lights. See the lights. Set yourself free. Together at Disney.
That was very heartfelt.
That was wow, that was something, wasn't it?
And
I love
yeah,
you.
oh, mommy, thank you for such a great vacation. Aw, anything for you.
I love how they tried to
Little chin
pretend for
thing.
like 2 seconds in that commercial that kids are actually grateful for anything.
Now, I got it. Now, this is more in line with what you were talking about from the 90s. This is from 94.
94. Okay.
Yeah, 90. We got a 94 right here, almost 8 years later. It gets a little better. Here, full screen it. And we got subtitles just in case.
Heck yeah.
Larry, it's like no place you've ever been.
Oh, certified hood classic.
First thing you gotta remember about Disney World is to pace yourself.
I kind of
This is a
remember this
mistake that a
commercial.
lot of first timers make.
I used to see this a lot at the beginning of certain movies.
Cool stuff to do. If you try to do it all at once, you'll be sleeping like a baby by lunchtime.
He's acting like Mr. Know-It-all up in
Don't
here.
eat right before you go on Mr. Toad's wild
I haven't
ride.
seen this in so long. Oh my gosh.
Goofy is huge. I know he's only this big on TV, but in real life, Goofy could beat up Dad. Well, I guess that's really important stuff.
Goofy could beat up Dad.
You're gonna love
Goofy?
this dish, Larry. It really brings out the kid in you.
It's like
There's
he's
never
his
been a
dad or
better
something.
time to make the dream come true.
We'll be leaving in about 3 weeks.
Yeah, I always loved
Bastard.
that he helps with that. I love that he makes them help him pack 3 weeks fucking early.
But you would get that excited. You'd be packing 3 weeks at a time. I would probably be doing. I'm like, I gotta get ready. I'm
In
ready.
real
to leave.
life, Goofy could probably put the mitts on Dad.
I don't remember
Gosh.
getting this one.
Oh, you don't want none of this.
Oh no! I feel like we need to watch one more '90s Disney park commercial. Oh, I want to find that one with the dad now. That is so Disney.
The one where he's like bouncing down the stairs. He's just like, that cracks me up. He's got the big old Goofy hat on and everything. He's just like, kids.
I wonder.
know what
if
day
we
it
can
is?
Find it. It's Disney Day.
It's Disney Day.
There's a girl with talking on the phone. Maybe that's it. Well, let's see. I can preview it. It might be her. She's talking on the phone. Wakes up Dad. Oh, this is like 30 seconds. Should I share it anyway?
I don't see why not.
You know what? That commercial you're probably talking about is on here. I just can't find it. Let's make sure we have some high quality for our viewers here. If you're listening to this, you gotta watch this video.
Hello?
Gilbert, it's time to get up.
It's Goofy! Come on, let's go! Jasmine, hi! I saw your movie 3 times!
Oh, I remember this.
Well, I guess you've seen just about everybody.
The princess, right? Oh no, Mickey B. Mickey.
I've been waiting my whole life to meet you.
There's never been a better time to make the dream come true.
That's so typical. I remember that commercial for sure.
It's so weird. I didn't realize how cringy Disney commercials were until I got older and the charm kind of wore off a little bit.
Oh, God. I know. I think this might be the commercial you were talking. I know they were really cringy. The even cereal commercials.
I've been waiting for you my whole life.
It's like Apple Jacks. It's like Apple Jacks. Hey, you want Apple Jacks? Let me in on a secret. You can't have my Apple Jacks. You know why? Because they're just so delicious.
I forgot about the commercial.
Oh, I'm just making that up. But it's in the style of commercials were like that, where you have these young preteen boys acting like they're all cool. Like, hey, want in on a secret? Strawberry Pop-Tarts. Don't let your dad taste them. He'll eat them all. That's why you gotta stash them. Strawberry Pop-Tarts. Get them today. Or something
I
shit
know.
like that.
There's always so much attitude. It's like, nobody better lay a finger on my Butterfinger.
Nobody touches my Butterfinger BBs. Some Bart Simpson
Oh
shit.
my gosh, the Butterfinger babies. Anyways, we're getting
Oh yeah, the 50th anniversary. So now I haven't watched this yet. All of these actually I have never watched, except ones that I didn't know were ones I watched as a kid. So Eric's seen all these photos, these videos for the first time, unless he's seen them growing up. So this is a complete what do you want to call it? A menagerie, a labyrinth.
I don't
Let's
know,
see.
like some sort of like freaking amalgamation of like Disney trailers.
Wait till we get to Universal. Universal is a little bit more my favorite.
Oh, dude, because they had all those awesome properties like Jurassic Park, and shit.
Ghostbusters, Jurassic Park, E.T., Back to the Future.
Spider-Man.
Oh, we're gonna talk about that definitely today. Rest in peace. Except in Japan.
Oh wow.
But thank you for letting us upload. Okay, that doesn't happen. That doesn't happen there. Okay, wait. They're falsifying this commercial.
No, but they have to
comes
make
out
it.
of your hand. No,
They have to make it
I
seem
never
magical,
seen that
though.
shit.
No, dude. When you spill your food because you got surprised by one of your favorite Disney characters, your food magically gets caught in the air and just floats. That's how life works when you're in Disneyland.
That's true. Maybe I missed some shit. Maybe I took the wrong pill when I went there.
Oh. I mean, that kid literally had a firework in his hand.
That was the commercial?
Yeah.
What the hell kind of a, you know what? They're like, everybody comes here all the time. We don't even need to put much of a commercial out because they know about us.
They were probably just trying to capture the attentions of people who they're like, oh, you're only going to be able to watch a 30-second advert anyways because your attention span is so small. I mean, which is fair. I already got bored like halfway through.
I guess I should share some photos. I got some photos from the internet. First, I'll show what I got from the internet before I share my own. So it wasn't in a Disney park. Maybe it is in a Disney park.
Oh, is that Lloyd Center?
No, but they had a Disney store in major malls back in the 90s and 2000s.
That's true.
I loved how the whole Disney store had moving animatronics on the upper side near the ceiling. Right here, they like have Mickey going like hammering, or the little dwarfs or something.
I'm trying to look at your picture, but I'm so distracted by how old the like photo viewer is. What is this, dude? I forgot you did say your laptop was pretty old, but I'm like,
hey, I need to figure out how to block this out.
I'm sorry, I'm hella rude. I was just looking at those icons and I was like, damn.
I couldn't imagine what the new photo viewers are like. When I see, I'm gonna be like, wow, this is cool. Dude, the older I get, the more I'm used to older stuff, like an 80 gig iPod.
You're like,
still had that.
I'll never stop using this laptop.
I don't want to use my phone for music. I want to use my iPod, and I can't now,
right.
bastards. And here's another picture, a little bit higher quality.
Oh wow, now that looks like super retro Disney store.
Remember the Sesame Street store? I know it's not Disney, but it was at Clackamas.
Yeah, I do remember actually.
So if anybody from Oregon is listening to this, you've been to Clackamas Town Center in Happy Valley, you remember the Disney store and the Sesame Street store in the 90s.
I want to say they still have the Disney store at Clackamas, don't they?
No. That's gone.
No way.
That's been gone for years. Or probably over 10 years.
I only go to the theater there.
Probably within the last 10 years. Maybe.
Oh,
you know what? Maybe they do. Wait, because I bought my Tron Legacy light disc from the Disney store.
Well, there you go.
Maybe it's within the last 10 years is gone. I don't know. I don't think I've seen it there, actually. But if anybody remembers Lloyd Center, quick little fun fact. Does anybody remember those Zeus God statue pillars that were like where the water would drip from the ceiling and you'd see star holes in the ground and the light would be shining up on the pillars? Oh, those were the Clackamas was legendary back then. They'd have trees and shit. And
I
they
think
have
it still isn't too bad, but I feel like it wouldn't take too much for them to go the way of like Lloyd.
Ooh, I hope they never do. I mean, if you go near the end of Clackamas, the end of that mall, yeah, it kind of gets that way. You
Right?
notice that? It
Yeah.
looks like, and the only thing they have down there that's kind of shady is that import store. That's like the best part about the end of that store.
I do like the import store too, but yeah, I mean, I guess I could see your point, but
Like
they
they
have
put that way in the back, like it's nothing.
they have so many fine wares.
I know they still have that import store, but yeah, they had Chick-fil-A. I remember I had a Chick-fil-A, ate chicken strips back in the '90s, mid '90s.
I feel like they're trying to phase out import stores like that, but that's some sad stuff, man.
I know. Anyway, back to Disney. So we're getting off on the old Portland days. Oh shit! Dang.
I love how it's just a crap ton of Minnie and Mickey dolls. Oh my gosh, look at the background. They're all almost Minnie and Mickey. I mean, I see a few like Winnie the Pooh and like I think I see a Daisy Duck back there, but like there's a lot of Minnies and Mickeys around.
Yeah.
Jeez. Good lord.
Oh, here's a promo for MGM Studios back in the early '90s.
Look at those great classics.
I remember they had dinosaurs as part of ABC, but that's because it was partnered with Disney, was ABC, part of ABC.
Mhm.
So
You've got
Jim
our classic
Henson.
Ninja Turtles with the freaking animatronic heads.
And that's why you see Star Wars and Indiana Jones, because Disney. So Jim Henson and Lucasfilm partnered with Disney at the theme parks because they also shared a channel together. So they didn't have the rights; they just had part of the copyright to show this Star Wars stuff and Jim Henson stuff. But now they have everything now. So yeah, that's why they expanded Galaxy's Edge into an actual theme park and Marvel. I wonder how that works for Marvel Superhero Island. We're going to be talking about that too for Universal. Because I think it's different. I think 20th Century Fox owns Marvel Superhero Island. Because Disney Park has their own superhero. What's it called? The Disney superhero area for Marvel.
Oh, Marvel, Avengers, not the Avengers compound, but the Avengers camp, Avengers something, but they have like an Avengers themed area. Like
Yeah. So it's weird. You got Marvel and Universal Studios, and then you have Marvel and Disney. It's like completely two, and it feels completely different too because you got the old school Marvel, well, you got the new school Marvel.
Okay, no, I feel where you're coming from.
But
a little bit of new wave and old school. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure why the Ninja Turtles are there. I know they did a performance show back in the early '90s, and it was very short lived.
I love Roger Rabbit just like squeezed right there in the middle.
I love
With
Roger Rabbit.
who's that? Is that Baby Chewie? I mean, why does he look so small?
Yeah. I'm your baby, gotta love me.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Not the mama.
Right in fuck. I mean, anyways, right in the freaking face.
Come on, you want to say fuck?
Yeah, I did.
I do love the big AT-AT. I think they still have that at MGM. They still have Star Tour. Oh no, it's not called Star Tours anymore. That was at Magic Kingdom. That was in Tomorrowland though for both Disney and Disney World.
You remember when they made Tomorrowland a freaking movie?
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
And now they have Jungle Cruise. A little pathetic.
Hey, don't you dare say that. The Rock can't lose.
He played a fucking Tooth Fairy.
I saw that in theaters.
What? Did you like it?
I mean, yeah, you know.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
God.
You know, I mean, granted, I was younger in the days when it was like, okay to be watching like.
Oh, that
Rock's
is an
like-
old movie, isn't it? I didn't think it was that old.
Dude, he
It
made that
is.
movie just a little bit before. No, just a little bit after like Race to Witch Mountain.
Oh, it must have been 2005 or six then. Oh wow, wow, years ago, mine too fast. Wow, I remember he was in the no, not Scorpion King. He wasn't that, but he was in The Mummy too. I was like, man, what a short cameo he had.
Oh boy, I was just watching a VFX breakdown about that shot
Me
from the guy
too.
that
And then
helped
did
make
they
it.
enhance it? Oh,
So
I saw the
I
ones where they enhanced it. Some other people.
so the Quarter Digital guys, who I love their work on YouTube, I did see them enhance the shot. They invited one of the guys that helped work on that shot
Yeah.
to talk about it, and man, he was like, "Okay, so yeah, here we are." Basically, we only had a little bit of time to collect a bunch of references for the 3D model, and it just kind of did not work out.
Really?
Ooh, American Dragon.
This is the MGM. This is the Chinese theater replica. The one that's in Hollywood in California. They would have the great movie ride where they'd like take you through like over 50 years of movie memorable moments. Like, yeah, looking at you, kid, with Humphrey Bogart or the witch and the what Dorothy. I wish we could show a full video of that. We could, because there are people that upload them going on the attraction, but we'd rather talk than watch a whole bunch of movies on a podcast.
Wow. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
I mean,
As much as I love movies.
let's watch this the whole time. It's like a 20-minute ride. 30 minutes, because they do little song and dance, like the person giving the tour gets taken over by some bad guy. But yeah, it takes you like through movie moments. Alien, Wizard of Oz. What was that Bogart movie? Fog? No,
Casablanca, is that
Fargo.
what you're trying to say?
Casablanca, the Fargo. What am I saying? Casablanca, all stuff like that. It was really cool. Clint Eastwood. It was a great. They got rid of it a couple years ago, I think. Had its last ride. There's going to be a lot of rides. Muppets 3D is still there. I love Muppets 3D. It's great. They don't have. I think they still have Indiana Jones. That ride is classic. They changed Star Tours. I'm glad I rode the original version many times. Disney rides. I know they don't have the Tiki Room anymore.
I was gonna say that's gonna be all you, buddy. I haven't ridden a single Disney ride.
You know what? And it makes me mad that we can share this moment together, but we can't share the experience because these rides are never coming back.
Moment.
I know the rides are never coming back, and they were legendary rides that when the park first opened for Universal and Disney, that they're gone now. They don't even do a backlot tour anymore for MGM at Disney.
Really? Well,
Yeah,
that's
they
kind
would.
of weak sauce.
I know they had props from movies, which you'll see pictures of. I'm trying to think of other rides. Oh, Rock and Roller Coaster. I heard that's not around anymore. Aerosmith ride, fucking that was rocking. Tower of Terror's been altered now. Twilight Zone Tower of Terror. Shit, there's probably some other ones, but I just get so I want to plug a couple YouTube channels that aren't ours, but you should definitely check out ours. If you're into theme parks and seeing the history of theme park rides that aren't around anymore, go to Defunct Land on YouTube or Theme Park History. Best information they'll give you for like 30 minutes to an hour worth of shit on certain rides or theme park. It's great. It's highly recommended. That's where I get a lot of the info that I didn't know about.
Hell yeah. Dude.
Rock and Roller Coaster, rest in peace, I think.
Oh no! Wow, really?
You see that, you'd be like, hell yeah, I want to ride it. Because when you're in the queue, Aerosmith's like, hey man, come with us. We got to go to a performance or something after the sound recording. And then that's when you're in the limousine going to the concert. You have to make it to LA to the concert. That's the whole concept of the ride.
That's actually kind of sick though. Not gonna lie.
It was very 90s. I don't think this hat's around anymore either. Looked amazing lit up at night.
Ooh.
I'll be sharing some personal photos of that. Hollywood Tower of Terror. I just got some very general things. The backlot tour, some stuff that maybe not around. That's another angle. And this is what you get in the backlot tour. It's like MGM or Universal Studios backlot tour. It was just as good. You'd have like in-your-face explosions. Oh, now this. Do you recognize this, Eric?
Yeah, that looks like the space pod from Men in Black.
No. Navigator. Flight of the Navigator. The first Disney movie to use the CGI that was used in Terminator 2 Judgment Day.
Oh, is that... That's not the one where they had that freaking giant geese-looking ass flying thing that they were trying to like guide geese like on their flight pattern north or whatever.
No, that with Jeff Daniels, the father.
You know the
Fly
one.
Away Home. The movie's called Fly Away Home. I'd see that on a movie I owned. Like every time I start the VHS,
preview for it,
yeah. Look, fly! They're flying, Dad. They're flying. Great daughter. That's great.
He's like watching her from the skyscraper. He's like, whoa!
Remember the commercial in the Disney VHS? Is that boy trying to get that panda back to its home? And he carries a little baby panda on his back across the bridge. He's like, and the bridge is rocking. Oh.
Yes.
I think it's the same commercial on the same VHS too for Fly Away Home. I never saw either of them.
Some of those Disney movies were kind of interesting.
Side note, different movie company. Do you remember in 96 or 97? There's a movie about this boy goes into the sewer and he meets these kangaroos that know karate.
Kangaroos that know karate?
Oh, I gotta look this up now. Oh, this is so not Disney, but you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Kangaroos that do karate or kung fu 90s. Oh, it came up. Okay, I gotta share this. You're gonna know this. You're gonna know this. Warriors of Virtue.
Oh, good Lord. Wow,
Here's the cover.
That all the way out of the dark, dank corners of my mind. Jeez.
I rented this because I was so curious. My mom's coworkers let me borrow the video, and I'm like, I'm curious about this movie, but it looks fucking weird.
Bro, that shit is wild.
It was dumb. I just thought they looked weird, and I couldn't help but watch it. I don't even remember there was a bad guy. I don't even remember that. Look at their wannabe
freaking Ninja Turtles ass. Well, that looks like the bad guy. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, like some Ninja Turtles, Power Rangers type of scenario. Oh God, there's not even much. There's not even much for because I typed in an obscure thing, but I love how Google can narrow it down now.
Warriors of Virtue. Wow.
And the girl looked creepy, like.
Ugh.
Want to pet my ears?
For you folks who are unfamiliar with this, it's wild looking. I'm not even gonna lie, it's wild looking.
Hey, if you got the video version, I'm telling you, get off Apple and finish the Apple, listen to it, and then join in for a second helping with visual humor. Oh, I need to go back to sharing this because I gotta share the photos over here. So yeah, the backlot tour would also house props that were used in movies. Like here's the Scarif from that was with the sail barge from Return of the Jedi, and then here is Luke Skywalker's ship from Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah.
And then
there's this lighting. Does this work? I feel like it works.
It does work. It works great with the background you have. It looks like it's the neon shining on you.
Yeah, right? Yeah. I've been messing around, folks, with like an LED strip here on the show, just trying to add like a little more effect.
Marty, we're going back to the future.
I think because one of my lights is too low, though, it's like messing with part of my background.
I know. I hate it when it does that.
Yeah, it's like
got the Mickey Mouse Club.
They're like, turn your light up a little bit. Okay, I got it.
I know you can just keep changing the thing.
Hey, that looks like it works now. Hey, there we go.
All right. Let's switch it up. Let's go to Universal now. We won't really have much to talk about Universal, really. I mean, there's a lot to talk about Disney, but Universal, it has its moments. I really wish, Eric, you could have been there in its glory days.
I know. The commercials always did it, like, so much justice. Like, the Spider-Man ones made it look like you would be in it. The Harry Potter ones made it look like you'd be in it. Everything that Disney, like, you know, promises people, Universal was just like, we got that. You want to be inside Jaws, the movie? You're in Jaws, the movie. Like,
oh,
sick,
shoot. Did you want to see some pictures from the Japan Disney?
Yeah, I got time for that, dude, always.
All right, let me see. Okay, let me show it before we go to Universal. I totally forgot about... Am I sharing it?
Not that I can see.
That's weird. It wouldn't let me go back to the screen. Okay, there we go. So here's a panoramic view of Disney Sea. That's next to their Disney Magic Kingdom. So it's like they have two separate parks you can go to. It's just a panoramic. You can't really see much of it. It almost feels like you're in Ariel's world if it was on the, like, not Ariel's world, but Prince Eric's world. Land.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
There's some castles, some ships. You could also go 1,000 Leagues Under the Sea on here, which isn't at Disney in America anymore. So I thought, you know, why not? Why not try it? I never got to do it in America. Why not try it here?
That's pretty sick, dude.
They were having some Easter event that day. That was like 1,000 Leagues Under the Sea right here. We can zoom through this. Oh, come on, Atlantica. That's pretty sick.
Oh.
I didn't see that in America. They went all out over here.
I'm impressed. They got me impressed. Color me impressed. Color me real impressed.
Color me purple.
No, color me blue.
And then there's Agrabah. Oh, Indiana Jones Temple.
Oh. Dope.
That ride is pretty cool. That ride. This Agrabah, I believe. Uh-oh.
Look at that girl over there almost picking her nose on camera.
Oh, really? I gotta go back. Oh, it's going slow. What's going on? Uh-oh. Oh, she is right here.
Yeah,
Let me
it's
zoom in.
It's very close.
Oh, where's his chin?
You're so rude.
Oh, they had some new Marine Life Nemo thing that just opened up. My wife wanted to do it. We didn't have time. There's their Tower of Terror. The tower looks majestic and huge.
I know. It looks like something at, like, Buckingham Palace.
Toy Story Land.
Oh, nice. You can walk through Woody's mouth.
Yeah, you could.
Wow. Look at those pearly whites.
I know. Oh, that's it for that one. Screen share stop. Okay. Eric, are you getting tired?
No, you were telling me about Universal.
Okay.
I'm
making sure you're not getting tired during this.
Oh, dude, no way. No way. I just sitting here under the neon glow and the street lamp lights of this is the V8 cafe where they serve the cars in that movie Cars. Yeah. So
I like how my background's been stable and yours has. It's because I didn't click on the green screen area like you told me to, so now it's okay. That's what was happening last time.
Oh, weird. Very
All right.
odd.
Let's see. We got some Universal. So we're transitioning Universal. Let me see. Okay, there it is. I had to find it. So here's a commercial from 1977, the year Star Wars: A New Hope came out. Okay, so we're gonna have Alfred Hitchcock at the beginning of this, and this is 1977, a decade after he did his Psycho movie.
Oh.
Good evening. Welcome to Universal Studios, where you learn Hollywood secrets.
Hollywood. Ah!
And now you'll learn the secrets of the $6 Million Man and the Bionic Woman on the Universal Studios tour.
That I missed that backlot tour, and they've updated it since, obviously, but it's no longer around. It's defunct. It's defunct now.
That was wild. That fool said, "You'll learn the secrets behind the $6 billion man," and he did that fucking green screen jump.
What did you think of Jaws?
Oh, love Jaws. Love Jaws.
He had quite a history, that's for sure, at that park, just doing a thing. So then he had his own ride, actually, his own little ride called Amityville Tours.
Oh, wow.
One of the videos I uploaded from Rec Room, somebody actually recreated the Amityville tour ride through Rec Room, and it was a joy to play.
That's actually pretty sick.
They've also done, not Indiana Jones. I really want an Indiana Jones one, but they've done some other Disney rides that I've uploaded from Rec Room to Haunted Mansion. It was a little amateur, but still fun. What is this? 1984. What could this possibly be? Maybe an upgrade from 77.
It's fun time, make believe time. It's the movies.
Conan!
It's action, it's adventure, it's the movies.
As a kid,
Run away and
nice.
spend the day. It's family fun all the way. Universal Studios.
Oh, wow, the black hole.
Universal Studios, it's the movies.
Wow, I like how they had one of the people from the black hole. I thought that was a Disney movie.
Hello, I'm Jason Alexander on the backlot.
Oh, yeah, that's true, Jason Alexander. And then we got one more. Now this is going to be a major upgrade. The 90s. This might be, I wish I had the Universal commercial that I got with one of my VHS tapes. What was it? Was it Stay Tuned with John Ritter or something else? But it would be this guy going through jail, and he'd be like, "Man, get me out of here. I want to go to Universal. Come on, man, take me." And then it would just be this totally 90s ad for the theme park. It could have been on my The Wizard with Fred Savage. You know that movie? Where he goes to California and then he ends up going to Universal to compete with his friend, who, like, this kid who doesn't talk, a genius at video games, and he competes at Super Mario Brothers 3 at the end of the movie.
I can't say that sounds familiar, my guy. I will be honest with you.
That's the ultimate ad. That was the movie that advertised Super Mario Brothers 3 for the Nintendo before it was even announced. That movie announced the game. It was a big deal back then too, before Super Mario World. It was and that game was a real big ad for Universal Studios too. And Tobey Maguire has a small cameo as a young teen in that movie.
I will admit that I wouldn't have known that. I would not have known that.
You should watch The Wizard. Let's see. Maybe this is the commercial. If not, I'm gonna be disappointed. Let's see what we have here. Oh, it's not, but still I'll watch it.
Certainly was action-packed for the time.
This looks a lot more fun than the old commercials. I'm kind of curious now, for real. Universal, if anybody's listening to this and they know exactly what I'm talking about, come on, help me out. Studios, park, commercial, prison? I don't know. You'll be surprised what you can type in and you can find it. Oh. That might be it.
I think it looks like you found it.
Maybe.
Jail time?
Let's see if we can bump the quality up.
At
It's
Universal,
already struggling on my
we
side, I think.
and then
Or
bring
maybe
them
it's
to
your side
life.
because it said
We
having
created
playback
a
issues.
T-Rex.
Oh,
and then
that
we made
ride
him
is
real.
awesome.
We invented a time machine. Then traveled back in time. The Grinch stole Christmas.
Oh, this is
Then
kind of
we
new.
brought it back.
Kind of like a
I-
modern. Must be from the 2000s.
I can hear it, but it's playing almost like frame by frame on my side.
And took you into its tomb. Visit Universal theme parks around the world
That Spider-Man ride is
and
awesome.
experience the thrill.
Unfortunately, that's not one of the stills that I got.
Huh?
I said, unfortunately, that's not one of the frames I got.
Oh, is a little bit laggy.
Hella.
Islands of Adventure, if anybody's been on that, that's awesome. It's separated. It's right next to Universal. It's like another part of it you have to pay for. But the Marvel Superhero Island bit, Spider-Man ride called the Amazing Spider-Man Ride, based off the animated cartoon from the 90s. But it's in 3D, so you're walking through the you're like walking through the Daily Bugle when you start in the queue. You're walking past the computers. There's J. Jonah Jameson, newspapers, and all that stuff. It's pretty cool. Now there's villains on it. It's almost like a Sinister Six kind of thing. The machine actually goes up the walls. Like you're in this car, it goes up the walls. Spider-Man, you wear 3D glasses in this thing, by the way.
Oh,
Spider-Man jumps on your car. He's like, "Hey, you guys got to get out of here," and and all that stuff. It's the guy who voiced it in the cartoon. And we got Dr. Octopus grabs your car, and I'm like, "Dude, this is awesome!" And it's in 3D from the cartoon. I'm like, you back then seeing cartoons into 3D, it blows your mind. Like seeing the Simpsons Halloween special where Homer gets turned into 3D and goes into the real world.
I remember that.
That was a memorable one for me. But stuff like that. You have Screech. Screech looked like Carnage almost in there. So we had Screech, Hobgoblin, Hydro Man, Doc Ock, and I want to say one more. It could have been just 4 of them because 5 would be a lot to handle on a ride. But yeah, I don't know if that ride's defunct though, but the last time I rode it was in Universal Osaka in 2017. Oh, that brought back so many memories. Yeah, it's totally different from the Marvel. It's like classic Marvel compared to what Disney's doing now. So
some people aren't necessarily happy with what Disney's doing with Marvel these days, and I mean, I'm holding out hope for a hero, I guess, but I think that they're
for a hero.
See, you get it.
Yeah.
I'm just like, hey, Disney, make my dreams come true, or I guess don't.
Yeah, I think you would like the ride. It would make you compare if you could compare it to what they're doing now. It's weird. I mean, they had a Hulk roller coaster. I mean, who wants to go on a roller coaster? I mean, I would, but I want to do on 3D shit. They defunct that. Back to the Future, E.T. I rode all of those. Some other ones. I got actually, yeah, this is what I want to share with you. It's excerpts from a magazine, actually. So here's the original Universal Studios logo. It looks very California, especially with those zigzags right here. I always thought of California when I saw this because, obviously that's where it is, but the colors, the look, it was the late 80s, early 90s. This is the one we grew up with.
Yeah.
And it's my
also right
keychain.
behind you, right?
I wish it was blinking.
That'd be kind of tight.
I remember on the commercials it would like write itself out.
Mm-hmm. I wonder who signed that Florida for them to animate it like that.
That's true. We have to find that out. Got some old promo posters here. We got the Star Trek. So this is when they would just, I think, built the back lot, like updated the back lot. I mean, you got that Conan from that last commercial we watched.
Mm-hmm.
Conan, Back to the Future, King Kong, Jaws, Star Trek. And then it gets even better. Have you seen any? So apparently on YouTube, I've already watched it. Somebody uploaded the full video ride, like they ripped the video off the VHS or something of the ride from Back to the Future, so you can watch it. It's not like somebody holding their camera there. It's like the actual video. That it's amazing. The ET ride was fun.
Damn, that's pretty impressive. I can't say that I've seen that one.
ET?
The ride video that you were just talking about.
Oh yeah. If you look
What
up
do you
Back
mean?
to the Future ride,
You really think I wouldn't have seen the movie E.T.?
you never know. Some people have not seen movies. You'd be like, what? How are you still here?
Yeah, I guess that's fair. That's fair.
And I like how Nickelodeon was at Universal. I did go in one of the shows. I wasn't on the show. I was in, I think it wasn't a live show. It was like in one of their studios, because I remember before they shut that down, rest in peace, I was watching somebody get slimed.
Oh, wow. You were able to get the honor of seeing somebody get slimed, huh?
I did. And this is my favorite wallpaper right here. The Ghostbusters had their own little mini show where they bust some ghosts and they fight the Marshmallow Man off as he's climbing to the top. It's pretty smoke and mirrors kind of stuff with no green screen, no CGI. But then they had a Beetlejuice rock and roll. I seen that. Beetlejuice rocking out, singing some songs with the Wolfman, Frankenstein. But at one point they had a crossover with the Ghostbusters and Beetlejuice. That'd be actually kind of cool to see. You can find all this on YouTube if you look it up. Oh, that's a good. This looks like a VHS. Huh, buy the new videotape, Florida Universal Studio. The old. I don't know if they still. I think they updated it with the blue, with kind of like what the logo is for Universal right now. I think they updated that. So this was a classic one. At the end of some Nickelodeon shows like All That, Keenan and Kel, you'd see the Universal spinning thing at the end, and the Nickelodeon Studios shooting the green slime fountain.
Yeah, they'd be like filmed live at Universal Studios.
In front of a live, filmed in front of a live studio. There's an updated Jaws from the 90s.
Gonna need a bigger boat.
That was ad-libbed, apparently. Great stuff. This is classic. They got rid of this. They made it all CGI. Oh yeah, I forgot. When the 2005 one came out, they got rid of this and they put like it's just all 3D. And I'm like, really? This is so classic.
Oh, yay! Look at that classic shot.
Mm-hmm. Here's a behind-the-scenes little photo too. It was like, oh, I'm glad I saw somebody go into there. If you go on YouTube, you can find it. Somebody broke into here, and they saw all the Ren and Stimpy like wallpaper stuff hadn't been removed yet.
Yeah, look at that classic loud ass paint job. That's the 90s for you.
Loud and proud, like your farts.
You get it.
That's just a little. Oh, I don't want to show that. I gotta get rid of that. I don't know if we can zoom into this. Dang it! I was hoping we could read about it, but it was just like a promotional book. I think promoting some of the attractions they had there. They don't have this anymore. I've been on it. There's like a whole bunch of ETs that come out at the end. It's pretty cool.
We forgot to talk about E.T. during the Aliens episode, but I guess it works here.
Oh my god, how did we not talk about E.T.? We talking about Mac and Me, like the knockoff E.T., but we didn't talk about E.T. Oh,
We're so
man. That yes, American Werewolf in London. E.T., we're doing you justice now. We're talking about you. We saw you. We hear you.
You were seen and you were heard.
They even had a Harry and the Hendersons. You remember Harry and the Hendersons where Bigfoot stays in their house?
Yep.
They had a sound stage to show you how sound effects worked in that movie at Universal. It was kind of random. I remember seeing the poster. He's like holding the headphones up to his head. It's a very retro. It's really cool poster.
Sounds cool. It's just like big old Yeti looking motherfucker.
Yeah, I love that movie. It was filmed in Seattle.
Dude, your technology has the ability to zoom, but it can't enhance.
I think it's the quality of image I downloaded. I thought I assumed all these images were high quality. This is probably the best high quality one from that website I got.
He was like, they're super high scale.
So much running at Clifford. I want to go to Dinosaur World.
I know, right? It reminds me of Clifford so bad.
This one's not too bad. You can kind of read this one.
Dynamite
Dynamite
Night
Spectacular.
Stunt Spectacular. So many
Oh,
stunts.
the Ghostbusters show. This is what I was talking about.
That's
Oh,
right.
and fun fact, if we have any horror movie fans, do you recognize this clown? Not
Oh, I was waiting for the horror movie fans to answer.
Yes, please, below, comment, please.
Oh, weird. Getting some
it's-
deja vu.
It's the Mega King Kong killer clown from the movie Killer Clowns from Outer Space that appears at the end of the movie that they have to kill in the spaceship.
Mm-hmm. Dude, that one was freaky.
I love that fucking movie. I just bought it finally after years of not buying it. Yeah, I forgot about that. They even used some of those killer clown costumes as trolls in Ernest Scare Stupid, which was a Disney-made movie.
Oh, wow.
That's
Respect
what
to
the ones
Ernest.
with the big nose, those trolls with the big noses. Those are the clowns that repainted, or they used the molds to make it, or something like that. This show was apparently really hard to do, and
You
at
ever
the end,
seen...
huh?
Oh, nothing. It was just a stupid thing about Ernest. I couldn't help myself. You ever seen that meme that talks about how John Cena is slowly turning into Ernest?
Oh, I did see that.
Dude, that shit had me cracking up.
He
Oh
could
my
be
gosh.
Mega Bulk Ernest's son, like the Mega Bulk version.
Right.
Ernest has
yeah.
a son. Daddy? Oh, rest in peace. I remember when he passed in 99. That was so sad. Like right after Toy Story 2 came out or before.
Just a little bit before, I think.
Yeah. So sad. He had some of the actors come visit the set.
Yeah.
That's just weird. King Kong, we had that.
Oh, wow. Confrontation.
Ah, yeah, I forgot that's what that was called. Confrontation. A little map of the area. They had memorabilia too. Before we end it off, man, memory lane. I do want to see that Harry and the Hendersons picture. I gotta find it really quick. Sound stage, Harry and Henderson's Universal. So it's called Harry and the Hendersons Sound Effects. Where's the? Oh, is this it? I found it, Eric.
Hell yeah,
This is a classic. And there was a Harry and the Hendersons TV show, if you didn't know that. It didn't last very long, couple seasons. There, sound effect show. Harry and the Hendersons sound effect show.
Oh, wow. Look
wow.
at that. Tommy Chong as a Yeti face.
Oh my god. It was, I can't get that out of my head now. Tommy Chong. I got a question for you, Eric. If there was one ride at Universal that we've talked about, or I showed you, and at Disney World, what would you go on?
I would probably go on the one that's like, I don't know, the Haunted Tower. I hear good things about.
Oh, the Tower of Terror?
Yeah, the Tower of Terror.
They're turning it into a Guardians of the Galaxy thing now.
Really?
They're retheming it, yeah. Rest in peace, Tower of Terror. I'd want to go on that Spider-Man ride again.
I do love Spider-Man too. Actually, I'd probably want to change my answer to that just because Spider-Man's like one of my favorites.
You really reliving childhood on that ride. What about what about Universal? What would you what about the rides that aren't around anymore that you've pretty much everything in that book I just showed you is not around anymore?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if you're talking about like old school stuff. I mean, the Jaws look pretty cool. but I mean, that probably would be too scary
Amityville
for me.
tours, yeah.
So I don't know, maybe.
They have to blow it. He basically blows up at the end of the ride.
I mean, honestly, Universal had the Spider-Man ride, I thought, so I'd rather do that one.
Yeah, they did. I mean, I consider Marvel Superhero Island
So weird.
Universal.
Yeah, Spider-Man was at Universal at first, and now it's the other way around.
Was Fox owned by Universal or partner? That's weird. See, now I'm kind of curious how they did partnerships and copyright and
A little switcheroony.
Oh man, Disney and Universal. If I couldn't choose one, I can't. But if you go to Disney World or Disneyland, the last day or the day before the last day, you always have to make a day, like half a day, to go to Universal or something. You can't just not go there if you're going to one of those parks.
Well, Universal is pretty sweet, you know, as far as like what they're bringing to the table as well, and from some of that memorabilia that you were showing, it does look like there's a rich, deep history. I mean, not just from the films, but just like in the entertainment value that they brought to the park.
Penny Smashers, baby. Yeah. If we at some point, you know, if our subscribers, you know, really like our show and our podcast, you know, maybe we can make the dream come true, and we have a couples date with our gals to Disney World or Disneyland, Universal on either ends. You know, that would be great. I would like that. Hey, plug our social medias before you close.
Sure thing. In the description for this video on YouTube, there's going to be a couple links to the main podcast hosting website for Arguably Awesome on Buzzsprout. You'll see the links to everything from there, like the Facebook, Instagram, our Patreon. Feel free to take a look there. Got a couple of like base tiers set up, and then honestly, there's a lot of looping links back to each other. So from the YouTube, you can link to everything. From the Buzzsprout page, you can link to everything. And then honestly, if you just want to listen to us, you can just search us at Arguably Awesome Podcast on any sort of major platform for podcasts like Apple Music. Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Deezer, the likes.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, you got a final message for the viewers?
Thanks for listening as always. We know we got some faithful followers on there. We've been getting a lot of downloads and views on multiple places, so we're really appreciative of that. Can't speak English right, and I'm an English teacher, whatever. Keep supporting. We're hoping to see our listener base grow and continue to go forth and conquer. What could our next episode be? I don't know. It's going to be in Eric's Ayrflo's ballpark next. So we'll see what comes up next week.
Absolutely, folks, because this one's going to be, again, just like with every episode, baking in the oven for a little while. So we'll try to have something in meantime, so that you don't have to wait too long, don't get too bored waiting for that video. Hopefully here in the next at least week. I mean, gotta balance my regular day job with this, so
yeah, we have day jobs. We're busy outside of this, you know. We have lives that we have to support.
Well, thank you, folks, again. Like A.CARD, your host here, said, we appreciate you checking us out, and it has been a pleasure to record our 4th episode, technically our 5th.
Yeah.
You guys.
Our 5th. Wow. The big 5.
Look how time has flown.
Anyway, folks, we'll see ya. Live long and prosper.
Ciao.